All right, we're beginning episode number. Scar, what episode we at now?
36?
Episode number 36-ish. Starring the one and only I'm a Cutie Pie, the ever lovable, the number 4 ranked player in North America, the best ADC in North America. I go by many names, dude, but I'll be your host for today. Joining me, Scar, give him a quick little introduction.
Welcome, guys. I'm Scar. I'm the silent support you saw on Cutie Stream a little bit earlier. We lost the game, but unfortunately, I still tried. I can't say the same about some other players in our team. But I'm here. I'm here from solo queue. I used to be a coach, used to be a player, and I'm here to impart my wisdom and knowledge with you guys.
And joining us, our special great guest, the one and only, he's back. From what I don't know, I don't remember what episode he was on, but
he was on an early, really early.
He was on some episode. Back
the Halloween special.
Yeah, back from the dead. The one and only Grayson Gilmore, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Grayson. Grayson, thank you for being here today. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So my name is Goldenglue. I'm a player. I have played on Team Liquid, Coast, Dignitas. And too many teams, basically. Too many teams. I used to be teammates with Cutie Pie, and I was the player that replaced Scara on Dignitas, and then it got bit right after.
The classic.
And I'm in Korea right now doing a little personal boot camp. So yeah, that's me.
All right, then. Before we get underway with these topics, I want to give a quick shout out to Discord and Discord for having a wonderful chat service that allows us. This guy's in Korea, dude, and he's coming in loud and clear, only exclusively from Discord. They allow us to be able to chat with our friends all over the world. So shout outs to them, and we got a Discord Q&A at the end of the stream. Make sure to hop on using the link down below and ask some questions, man. And shout outs to Bloody headsets, Bloody peripherals, everything they got, dude. They're bangers is what the kids call them, dude. They are absolutely amazing. I love them. We all love them. Shout outs to Bloody, dude. Let's get it underway with the first topic. Grayson Gilmore, how's life in Korea been treating you so far?
Yeah, it's been pretty good. I'm staying in Seoul, and I'm staying with the Korean Challenger team, Ever8 winners, and they've been really nice and including me and stuff. And I've basically just been grinding all day, so it's been pretty good.
Wait, how did they just offer come and stay here with us, or how'd that work?
It was like a situation where Rainover is really good friends with the manager of the team, and they had a empty spot in the room, and it was basically just Rainover says, you're trustworthy, so you can stay here. I'm like, hell yeah.
Oh,
so
nice.
It's a pretty awesome setup.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, how would you have done it if it weren't for them? Would you just rented a room, or?
Yeah, I just be in a little room by myself, into the descent of madness.
Yeah, that
not
would
leaving my room for an entire month.
Wait, you wouldn't have left your room? You wouldn't have played it a PC bang or some shit?
You never. No, I definitely. I don't think I'd play at a PC bang because what Rainover told me is it's really loud. The computers are bad. It smells like smoke all the time, so I probably would have got my own computer regardless.
Yeah, I remember when we were in Korea, Sky. You remember when we went to a PC Bang? They have microwaves and popcorn that you can buy, so you can make yourself. Yeah, you can make yourself some popcorn and have a tub of popcorn and play. That shit looked fucking good. I mean, those keyboards and shit must be greasy as fuck now that I think about it. But,
oh god.
Yeah, no, I didn't think about that one, but that shit must be greasy and disgusting. But that shit's pretty cool. I don't know. I wouldn't have mind playing that shit. But all right. I'm glad to hear you're doing well in Korea. Scar, you got anything to ask him about it?
Wait, so how long have you been in Korea? You arrived a week and a half ago, give or take?
Yeah, around there. I think a little bit less than 2 weeks.
It's just you, you and the other players in the house. No one, no manager with you, nothing.
So it's not really like a house, but it's like more like a hotel kind of deal at the Ever 8. But yeah, it's just me. I flew in alone, fucking found myself on that, got a bus ticket by myself, was like trying to manage, like trying to figure out which bus stop to get off at.
Holy shit. Wait, how fucking old are you? You're like fucking 18, right?
No, I'm 20 now, dude.
You're 20?
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god, dude. What happened to the years? Wait,
yeah,
damn.
You're fucking old now.
Yeah, no kidding. Wait, damn, though. You actually managed it. Dude, I wouldn't have been able to do that. I wouldn't have been able. Like, you planned all this shit out yourself?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the hardest part about planning it was that I flew standby, because my mom's a flight attendant. So, like, the hardest part was, like, scheduling it all with the time that, like, there's a vacant spot on an airplane that you won't really know. I think I got, like, there's, like, 2 seats left open on the airplane I got on.
Oh, nice.
So,
wait, so
that was the hardest part about planning it.
Was this, like, a last-second thing, or were you planning it for a while?
I had a decent amount of time to plan it, like a week or 2 or 3.
I was gonna say
I guess
week's not a decent amount of time.
Yeah, a week to do like a sabbatical in another country, man. I don't know about that.
Yeah, it's pretty much just like right after the season, or I heard about the news that the like Youngman, Double Lift, Piglet, all the swaps. I was just like, well, I'm not gonna play NA solo queue for fucking 2 months. I'm gonna go to Korea, so it wasn't that hard to plan, to be honest.
Damn. So does anyone in the house speak English?
Yeah, the guy that sits like right here, he speaks pretty well, like really good English, and everyone speaks like a little bit, but not much.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it's not just like you just pointing at shit like. I don't know how.
Sometimes it is like that.
Dude, that must be so fucking rough.
How good are the players you're staying with, man? Dude, spill the details, man. These guys like the next up and coming SKT. Like you must watch them. You must be like, wow, dude, I'm next to some really good people. You're like, I could play mid better than this guy.
They're pretty good. I think they're second in the Korean Challenger league. I think their promotional matches are coming up pretty soon.
You think you're better than them?
I don't know. I haven't watched too much of scrims. I only tune in and out. But one thing I will say is that I was going to ask to play some scrims, and I think that would be the funniest thing ever. To play with the full Korean team. I just commit with.
Wait, you think they'd let you do that?
No, just like scrim for fun, like a game or two, just to see what it'd be like.
Yeah, you think
not
they'd let
like
you
actually
do that?
play. Maybe not right now because they're about to go into like the fucking most important matches ever in promotion. But I think afterwards they would. They're actually like hella laid back.
Oh, that's good. Nice.
Awesome.
All right, let's go on to the next topic. Preseason, Team Liquid was prospected to be a top-tier team. What exactly broke down over the team? Wait, okay, let me start off by saying I think Team Liquid still can be a top-tier team. I'm just going to say that. Yeah.
I think they'll be a top 4 team in relegations. I agree with you.
You can take over.
Yeah, Grayson, you got it, dude.
Fuck, man. I mean, yeah, I think even as the players, we thought we were going to be a top 4 team. Like, we were all planning on, being able to at least play in playoffs, but as the season started, I don't know, everything just kind of fell apart. Like, we didn't really have an identity as a team. We didn't really have someone to play. Like, we didn't really have a hard carry on our team. We had everyone who was pretty good at their roles, but no one who was really. We had a lot of players who were good at setting up other players, but none of us were actually able to hard carry. And also, I don't think we were really ready for like early on we got pretty destroyed in pick ban with like triple jungle bans a lot, and we had to deal with that. And then, shit, why else did we lose? I don't know. We lost for a lot of fucking reasons. We were pretty bad some games.
What do you think the biggest problem was? Was it more of like a communication, team-wise type of thing, or was it individual skill, or? Because you guys seem like pretty individually talented team.
Yeah, I don't think it's definitely not individual. I don't think it's individual skill is our problem at all. It's kind of just like,
Well, how was the communication? Because I mean, you must have. Was it good?
I mean, communication was it wasn't. It was kind of a problem, especially in the early parts of the season. The early mid parts of the season, I think communication was a pretty big problem of ours. Especially communications in like team fights. We didn't really have someone like a cohesive decisions being made. It was kind of just like everyone doing their own thing, you know. And like some people on Baron, some people are peeling off, you know, that kind of deal. It's kind of hard to pin why we weren't able to succeed all on a couple of reasons. I would say that if I had to choose some, it would be just not knowing like our team identity or playing to really like a team identity. I would say that's the biggest thing, because we didn't really have. It's like we didn't really have any strengths or any weaknesses. We were just like playing the game. That's what it felt like.
I mean, it felt like you guys had a couple of weaknesses.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Holy shit!
That's not what I meant.
I know you mean. But
Wait. Okay, I have a question. Do you think I've talked about team identity with a couple of people, a couple of teams. Do you think it's like the coach's job, the player's job, like a combination of the two, like to create an identity for the team? Because like it felt like since you guys didn't have one, like does that mean like your practice didn't eventually make some sort of like identity for you guys?
I'd say it's probably a mix of both. Generally, like if you have like Faker on your team, then it's probably gonna be like the player Faker. Like everyone's gonna be like, let's play around Faker, and the coaches are gonna be like, let's play around Faker. But it's kind of a lot harder especially when you're struggling to find like a team identity, because like you say, oh, let's play around bottom this game, or oh, let's play around mid this game, and then you try to play around mid or bottom or top or anything, and then it doesn't work, and then everyone feels bad because you're like, fuck, we're playing around me and we didn't win. So it was like really hard for us to find a team identity, but I think it's kind of it is more on the coaches, but it's obviously based on what players you have, so it's like a bit of both.
Okay, go for it, Keely.
What kind of role do you feel like you fulfill on a team? Because you were talking about you didn't have like a hard carry, you just had like, I guess, role players, people that just did what they needed to do. Like, what do you feel like your role is on a team?
I would say my role is, generally what I do best on it is like split pushers, poking, and some team fighting. Like sometimes I would say like Cassio, like that champion, but generally it's just like pushing my lane and roaming to help out like a winning lane, like so. Like giving up resources in mid, not necessarily like giving up, but like using a slight advantage to help another teammate push their advantage is something I'm pretty good at. I'm pretty good at like being able to just roam from mid without losing much.
Yeah, so you'd like someone that's a hard carry then. So if you go and roam to like top lane, he just starts demolishing top.
Yeah, that's why I think like my best champions in LCS was like Corki and Echo, because that's pretty much what I did on those champions and worked out pretty well. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, fair enough then. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, it just felt like Team Liquid, yeah, they didn't have any identity. It just was going through. It was like watching Dig when I used to play. It was just going through the motions until you ended up losing, which is kind of sad. What do you think of the new Team Liquid?
I think they're quite a bit different than the old Team Liquid, to be honest. I think like Piglet mid is like a sharp opposite of me. He's like the kind of player who will like take big risk plays and like sometimes it'll work really well and then sometimes it won't work and then it'll be really bad. I think I honestly don't know how like Doublelift like behind the scenes how I mean I know he's like very talkative and like good player and all that, but I don't know how much he changed the team dynamic. But I think with just Piglet being like the opposite play style of me, pretty much he's just super aggressive. It's quite a bit different.
All right, fair enough. Sky, you got anything?
If you could turn back the clocks, you go back. What's one thing you would change?
I'd start playing Corki earlier. That champion's fucking OP.
Alright.
Is that it? Just champion pick? There's nothing else?
I don't know. It's hard to say because, like, I don't really regret how I, like, worked. I worked, like, really hard. Maybe I took, like, a couple of days off for Christmas. Maybe not do those because I feel like that definitely slowed down my progress from Korea to season. But,
I
don't really have much.
I know when I used to
wish
play,
we'd won.
Yeah, I think everyone does. Like when I used to play.
I'll change that. There's a lot of stuff on stage, like, or like decisions we made on stage. Like, goddamn, the biggest thing is I wish we fucking blocked that Gen W that stole that Baron from our C9 game that we're about to. We would have fucking 2-0 stopped them.
Shit.
Dude, to be honest, that's how I see like the critical moment of our season. It was like, okay, well, this is our this is like the halfway point, and we were doing really well in scrims that week. I was like our best week of scrims, like we were trying really hard, and then we fucking the Gen W, dude.
Yeah, that's a fucking tilt.
That
one's gonna
that
tilt
was
you
a
for a
season
season.
killer, dude.
Yeah.
That was a season killer. That was just the nail in the fucking coffin.
Yeah, that one
Holy
hurt to
shit.
watch. Don't worry, man. I know the way that one must have felt. I don't know, because for me, if I had to regret it, just be I wasn't as good as a teammate that I could have been. Like, I could have communicated a lot more of my ideas better, so it's like easily, I guess, digestible, like that kind of stuff. You don't have anything like that, because I know for me, I could have been substantially better of a teammate and would have helped like cohesion and that kind of stuff. Anything like that?
I would say maybe I wish I was a little bit like able to like adapt faster and to like the play styles that were being played and like the coaches' criticisms and like how my teammates were feeling. I wish I was better to adapt to like the situations that were given to me. But I don't really have too many regrets. I think we were all pretty good. I mean, I always could have been better, but I think we had we were all pretty good teammates to each other, I think, and we had a pretty good team atmosphere, about as good as you can when you're losing that much. So,
right.
yeah.
Fair enough. Sky, you got anything else for this topic?
I'm good, dude. Let's move on.
All right, let's go to the next one. LCS season is finally over. How's LCS been for you guys this year? Are there any of the rankings? Are any of the rankings a big surprise?
I'll say I did not expect P1 to do this good. Not even close.
Oh.
I thought P1 would be decent with Inoria. I thought when they picked up Meteos, they wouldn't be doing as good as they're doing now. I feel like that's like my biggest surprise with P1.
Yeah, I actually thought Meteos makes them do better because he's able to like let their top laner play carries. I actually thought FlyQuest would not drop this hard. Dude,
Wait, really? I said FlyQuest. I said from the start, FlyQuest is a garbage team. Like that. I said that shit from the very beginning, and every time they'd win more and more games, I was like, I don't believe that they're this good. I refuse to believe that they're this good.
I'm okay with them dropping. You know, I don't mind them dropping to like the 4 or 5 position. They dropped like the 6, 7. They got in because they had to win like one of 2 games in the last game of the split to get into playoffs. I was just like, oh my god!
Wait, did you
guys cut it close?
You thought FlyQuest was like that amazing of a team though?
I was hoping some of the problems that I don't know that the players had would not be there. Like some of I don't know. I just thought that the team itself didn't work. It's because it's hard to look at the team and be like, well, how efficient is their practice behind the scenes? And it just turns out they had no efficient practice, right? Like literally, like not at all.
I mean,
Goldenglue,
you played against them. What do you think of FlyQuest?
I think early on, I was definitely like, holy shit, dude. FlyQuest are so good because they would always take these situations that are so 50-50 and they would just do it consistently over and over. They just keep making these high risk plays and they would just keep like crushing it. Like Hailam was just super good at that. And I was like, holy shit, dude, they're so fucking good. But then like later on the season, I was like, okay, I guess this is what happens when you always take the risky plays. Like it looks really good, and then it also looks really bad.
Yeah.
So I thought High was completely beasting it in the early parts of the season. I was like super impressed.
All right, fair enough. What were you gonna say, Scar?
Wait, about what? I already. Oh, don't worry about it. I'm already over it.
So, are there any big surprises for you, Grayson, other than P1?
Team Liquid. Did not expect that.
Yeah,
that's the biggest surprise of them all.
Yeah, Team Liquid was a bit of an unfortunate. I mean, honestly, I'm surprised they even still got to relegations after getting double lift. I mean, I
thought they were going to make it out.
Yeah, I thought they wouldn't even have to play in relegations, but I mean, he did some stuff.
Savage.
Yeah, it happens, dude. Sky, you got anything else on this one?
Dude, let's keep it going.
Let's keep it moving. All right. Revenge, the ex-Rank 1 NA player, recently decided to pursue schooling over pursuing the LCS. Given your experience, what are your thoughts on his decision? So I'll say that LCS, you like that? I'll say LCS is a once-in-a-lifetime decision. And it's like most people that go into the LCS, it's like a one-time thing because they're just going to get relegated. And like, there's very few that are lucky enough that can actually because I feel like in the LCS they just recirculate players. So if you get a good enough reputation, you can join that like recirculation of players and like kind of maybe have a career at it. But I feel like it's a pretty good thing to do. So I would have liked to see him try for the LCS, but I could understand why he didn't. I would have liked it though.
Yeah, I mean, when I read that, it wasn't just like he's going to school. It's like he's the top of his class. He's like getting paid like $3,000 to study at med school, like to become a surgeon. When I read that, I was like, especially considering like that's what he wanted to do and how long like med school takes. Like, you already have to put like 8 years of your life into that. Like, you don't want to delay that by another like 4 years because you try to pursue like pro League of Legends. Plus, it's so fucking hard to like keep up with the players who've been doing it for years. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I think he was like really good. Like, I always thought Revenge was super good, like mechanically, but there's still like a whole, like, solo queue and competitive is a completely different game. And just because you're good in one doesn't mean you'll be good in the other. I mean, he was getting like paid to go to school. It wasn't like he's paying like $40,000 a year like a normal person would to have to study. He's getting legit paid, so it's like, yeah, you should not throw that away to play League.
I feel like it's not throwing it away to play League. That maybe I have a word for it. I mean, I know for most people, like playing competitive, I don't want to say it's a complete waste of time, but it's like a complete waste of time. Aside from like the life experience that you get from it, but like
Jesus,
I don't know how else to phrase it. All right, phrase it better for me, Scar. How do you want to phrase that shit? It's life experience.
It's a waste of time. Like,
yeah, but I mean, for most people, like, I don't know how to phrase it in a nice way, but for most people, they're not going to accomplish like anything in competitive. Someone phrase this shit better for me.
I don't got it, dude. I don't think I share the same opinion as you.
Well, no, I see what you mean.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
I don't know how to phrase it, but I can understand from that perspective. But it's like, because I mean, you never know what, like maybe revenge is. I don't know how. Yeah, solo queue and competitive are two different things. Cause it's not hard to be good at League of Legends, but being a good fucking team player is what separates you from being a fucking solo queue player to like a competitive player. I don't know how good he'd be in that aspect, but maybe he was like an amazing team player and he could do something. I don't know. Did he ever play in a Challenger series or no?
I think he played in the LAN and that's it.
I don't think so, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he played. So I don't have any idea how well he would have done. I would have loved to have seen him do it. And I think it would be, he could have been the next, like, Faker. He could have been like, when LCS blows up and it's inside of everyone's homes, they're having LCS sports bars like everywhere. Like people don't even watch sports, they just watch esports. He could have been the next big thing. Like you don't think that, wait, what are you laughing about? You don't think esports is going to revolutionize the world?
Let's do baby steps first. Let's get to the point where like Faker's a household name, and then we'll go to like the revolutionizing part afterwards.
All right, fair enough. I don't know. I feel like it's a once in a lifetime opportunity type of thing. Like you can go to school whenever. I agree that delaying school for it is like not that great of a decision because you never know if you're going to amount to anything. But like, I
think the biggest reason is to throw away. I mean, I don't think LCS is like a complete waste of time, but like to get those grants will go away, and I think to get your college completely paid for, throwing that away, I think that is like just not really worth the risk.
Yeah, but
if you're like a normal kid who's pretty good at League and like you have a decision, what do I want to go to like a 4-year college and pay whatever 20, 30, 40,000, or do I want to play LC, or like do I want to pursue this? Then I think it's a lot more. But when you're like, I don't know, that's just my opinion. I feel like if you, and he was saying he wants to become a surgeon, and that's like his dream. Like I think.
Yeah, I guess you can't hate on that, but like, dude, Cloud9. Did you see that article? They're paying full rides to go to school while you're on the team, dude. You don't think that's going to be...
Wait, is that actually happening? Like,
I don't know.
Probably not.
I
some
don't know
PR
about
bullshit.
that.
No, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's just some PR bullshit. But just go with me here, dude. You don't think that's going to be the future of like you play 10 hours a day and then you study for like 8 hours a day and then you go to sleep?
How much do you sleep?
You just sleep. What is that? That leaves 6 hours.
6 hours left.
Yeah, okay. Study 6 hours.
And they stick an IV in you when you sleep.
Yeah.
There's no time for eating or drinking.
Dude, you don't think that's gonna be the future, man? I feel like.
And then Mark Merrill comes and washes your hair while you sleep because there's no time to shower either.
Dude, I don't know, man. I feel like that's like the next thing of teams like helping out people after. I mean, I don't know if that shit's happening. I'm pretty sure when I read it was just some PR bullshit, but like. I'm just saying, dude, he could have potentially a full ride. but who knows?
I'm telling you, at least for me, like my wanting to go to school has like I don't know. I don't think most players I know don't fucking want to go to school anyway. So it's cool. I think it's a good idea, but yeah, it seems kind of.
I mean, even in his article or in his Twitter longer, he even wrote he knows if he starts LCS, his motivation to go back to school will be dropped to nothing. Or he won't have the same level of motivation. So that's why he made this decision. I think it's a little bit unfortunate, especially with not super high amounts of up and coming in a talent here and there. He was pretty good, pretty perspective. I don't know, just in general, it seems there's just so much competition, especially when you just assume import slots are going to be used on every team now, unless your name is, COG, then you're not going to use import slots, so there's not many positions left. Oh god, especially if you're a mid laner. Actually, Grayson, did you notice a lot more mid laners ended up quitting the role, or some of the mid laners ended up quitting the role because it's to be a professional player in the LCS in the mid lane position is too hard.
Yeah,
dude, I don't blame him, dude. I've even been shit, man. I'm playing the wrong fucking role. This shit's fucking tough.
Yeah, there's two whatchamacallit, mid laners that switched to support within the last 6 months. About 222 just switched over recently, and then wasn't Shady a mid laner 7 months ago, and now he's supporting P1. Yeah, I'm telling you, mid laners are running from the role. They're just shit. I have to compete with Jensen, Bjerg, and Frog. Get me out of here, dude. What's the easiest role? The Jano role. No, I'm just kidding about that.
The support, I'm telling you, man, I say it every time. If you want to get into the LCS, play fucking support. It really is that fucking easy. If your goal is to just get in the LCS, go play support. There's fucking no one that plays that shit in solo queue. Everyone's fucking awful at that role. If that's your goal, go and do it. But I know what you mean, Scar, because a lot of the players that went to scouting grounds, I don't know if they went on break or what, but I haven't seen any of the mid laners now. I haven't seen Tuesday, God, RGS, and D, whatever his name is, Butler Delta. Have you seen them?
They exist. I see them, but they don't play much. Tuesday is on the COG Black team. The most prospective person from the Challenger, the scouting ground I actually heard was, that's currently in the Challenger scene is actually Wiggly. Heard he's really, really good. He did super well in this Challenger scene. Aside from that, I don't know any mid laners that, made it. In fact, not many people for the scouting grounds made it, period.
Yeah, scouting ground.
Yeah.
I was
even
so
Challenger
hyped
had import mid laners. Challenger had import mid laners too, Phoenix and Fox.
Playing against Phoenix in the Challenger scene must be a nightmare. That guy's actually legitimately great, really good in lane. Especially for the Challenger level, he's way above that standard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just kind of sucks because I wish there'd be more. Because NA talent, NA talent's fucking garbage. I agree with that shit, but there has to be a reason for people to want it, and I mean realistically, most people just look at it and they're I'm gonna do something else. I'll just play the game for fun. Oh, I got high in Challenger. I'll just do some other shit, I guess. I don't know. I wish there was more incentive or something, but that's my opinion on that. Let's go to the next topic. There's been a lot of talk about Korean solo queue being vastly superior to North American. How much truth is in these statements?
It's been a while since me and Cutie have played over there. Grayson, how's it been? You're our inside man.
Dude, they're fucking good, man. A lot of times they'll be holy shit, that guy was one of the best laners I've ever played against. And I check and he's fucking 250 points Masters. I'm what the fuck? These two players in lane, are so insanely good. And they're all, they're all just really fucking good.
What LP are you right now on there?
I don't want to talk about it, dude. I've had some rough past 2 days.
Fair enough. You think Korean solo queue is that much better than NA though? I feel like at the top of it, I could definitely see it. Like maybe at like Challenger and above, I could definitely see it being a lot better. But you say even in like Master, would you say even D1, it's like that much?
I mean, I would say like I'd actually say like the opposite. I would say like the diamonds are like much better relatively, and like the master players are like way better. I think a huge part of it is the like having 9 ping like makes everyone their mechanics like so much cleaner, their dodges, their everything, their movement. I do think ping has like a huge part of it, and the fact that it has 3 times the player base, and the fact that it has like the best players in the region that everyone follows and like looks up to as their gods, and they like try to copy them. Compared to NA, where it's like you play on fucking like 60 ping, and you know, yeah, all your best players is like from other regions. I don't know.
I can agree with that. What are you gonna say?
I mean, now that you said it like that, it's so good because the only problems I have usually queuing up like middle of the day or evening, whatever, anytime is like the skill level for like the mass majority of the game is not like close. It's like we'll have like 2 or 3 players that are really good, and then 2 players that are like either autofilled or like not at the LP range. You know, sometimes I can count on my hands the amount of full challenger games I've gotten, or even like full masters and up. It's like rare sometimes, and so
yeah, getting full challenger is fucking impossible.
Yeah, I think I've had 1 full challenger game in the last 90 days, like actually that long, and then that's it. But
I've had a full challenger game besides me. Like, I was like masters. I've had a full challenger game besides me.
Hey, that's
like,
not full
yeah.
challenger.
But I think like that's just crazy. Like all the people who are like diamond, like I know in A it's like a joke to like be like, oh, this guy's diamond 5, like this guy's gonna suck. But like if you're telling me like the diamond 5 players in Korea are like actually beasts, like they're just like
okay, I didn't say diamond 5. I didn't say diamond 5. But like there's some. I've seen some good like D1 and D2. I mean like one tricks, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I agree with you. I feel like ping has such a huge part of it because there's a lot of players in NA where they can climb the ladder, but they'll like ping their ping. It's like they're playing at 150 ping. It's like, how the fuck do you climb the ladder with this shit, dude? Like, you can't react to anything. You just try to predict everything. Like those kinds of players, if they could have good ping, they'd probably be decent. Like, they'd probably be really good. Like, when I see someone even with 100 ping, it's like, damn, that kind of sucks, dude.
Yeah, no, I think ping is, like, a huge part of it. Like, just as big as the fact that, you know, they have 3 times the player region. Because I think ping definitely, the biggest thing it affects when you get to the highest. So I think the having 3 times the player base makes, like, the Masters players and the high diamond players considerably better because there's just so much more like selection. But I think the ping is what is like the biggest difference from like the best players in the solo queue of each region. The ones here can just do more crazy shit because they have 9 ping. They can react to stuff where people in NA have 60 ping. You can't react as much. So I think that's a big part of it.
Yeah, I agree with you. Ping is so huge because, again, like, being able to... There's a difference between, like, reacting to something and, like, predicting it's coming. It's like when... Like, if I flash Malphite ulti, people are like, oh my god, you reacted to that? It's like, no, I know it's fucking... Like, he's walking in range of me. Okay, I'm gonna flash this shit. But if I could, like, if Malphite ultied me out of Fog of War and I fucking flashed that thing, it's like, holy fuck, how did he react to that shit? That's just money right there. But that doesn't happen because people's ping is like fucking 60 and 100, so your ass is gonna die every time to it. So, yeah, having low ping, I don't know if there's any way that you could do that in NA unless you split the
Chicago boot camp.
Yeah, you gotta go to Chicago.
Yeah, other than that though, I don't know how they could do it. Like they said they were working on like a roadmap to like lower the ping for everyone, right? I don't know if they're still doing that.
I
shit
don't
or-
know.
That was like years ago, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I have
don't
no
think
idea what happened.
I
with
don't
that.
think that's happening, man.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good idea that, and I definitely think it helped the player base just like as a whole improve. And I agree with you, like having a larger player base, because there's only 200 challenger players allowed. But if you have like 3 times the player base, there's that many more players that like can't be challenger, but like are at a challenger level. Like even in NA, like I'll play against someone, it's like this guy, like I'll predict in my head, okay, this guy was oh wait, he was challenger, shit. I wasn't even close. He's challenger like 500 LP. Well, fuck, dude, that's not even close to my guess. So if we had a larger player base, that would definitely help too. That would definitely help. Sky, what do you think though?
I mean, that's the thing though. That's not an easy fix. Like, what are you gonna do? Tell people to play ranked more? Hey guys, just get better at the game. Your friendly neighborhood streamer.
Yeah, that's what they did
I'm
with
a cutie
Flex
pie.
Q, and then everyone shot it down. Flex Q would have made NA into the competitive region that we needed. Wait, both of you disagree with me.
I don't even know if I disagree. I just think it's funny when you put it that way.
Wait, I'm saying like Flex Q was Riot's way of trying to get people interested in playing solo queue or just ranked. I guess it's not solo queue anymore.
I think people just it was not a bad idea, but people like immediately got super elitist about solo queue. And like I'm one of the people who I'm just like, yeah, Flex Q didn't really mean much. But like because people said it so much, it went from Flex Q isn't like that important. Like I don't really care about Flex Q to like Flex Q sucks. If you play Flex Q only, you're a terrible player. Like challenger rank 1 in Flex Q, probably like plat in the real queue, you know? And I'm just like and I think everyone just got scared away from that because there's just like a bad stigma with it.
Yeah, ranked is like...
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, ranked is... Like, I can't even blame people that don't want to play ranked because it's just like a miserable experience. Like, I don't know how you guys feel about playing ranked, but like sometimes for me it's just like, I'll like try my fucking best to win a game and it just like won't amount to anything. I'll just fucking lose anyways, and it's just like... I mean, for me, because I'm just trying to get better, so it's like... Well, fuck, I tried my best. But if it was someone that was, I gotta get better. I need to get better. If they tried their fucking heart out and they still lost that shit, why the fuck do I play ranked, dude? This shit's a joke. Everyone here's garbage. Like, I can understand why people hate playing ranked. And that's where I think, like, half the problem is, but maybe it's just because NA is not a competitive region. We're all losers. I don't know. I don't know what the issue is with it.
Yeah, and I will say I kind of forgot Flex Q even existed. I won't lie.
Yeah, Flex Q. I looked at What are you saying?
Yeah, the ranked 2 players Diamond 1. I'm not saying that means anything.
What are you saying? Diamond 1's just complete garbage?
No, I'm just saying I'm just surprised.
Dude,
Do
you know what percentile they are in, Skara?
Oh God,
that's my favorite argument.
Oh, you know Diamond players are in the 0.0000001 percentile? You should be grateful for playing with Diamond 5s in your team. I'm just like, I'm not like disgraceful, but it'd be cool if I played with better people. Like,
yeah, it's just like once you get to that point, it's not about like percent. Like percentiles cover like huge fucking numbers. Like once you get to like the 0.0001, just say he's top. Like I'm a top 4 player playing with a fucking 20,000th player. Like that shit doesn't make it. Why the fuck is it putting me with this person? I hate that argument. But yeah, Flex Q has like. Let me go check right now. I'm pretty sure Flex Q has, it's not filled out yet. Yeah, it has 136 players in challenge.
Oh, we can get in there. You only need like 60 games.
Yeah, so you don't even have to, like, if you're watching this right now and you want to be challenger, go and play Flex Q, because you just have to hit Masters and you'll auto promote to challenger. That is a free challenger border for you. And that's kind of sad.
I mean, technically, you could be like Diamond 1 and you would still be like top 200, which is kind of challenger.
Oh, yeah, actually, yeah, wait. Yeah, you could just be D1 and you could say you're challenger, huh? Wow, that's actually really sad. Is Flex Q filled? Do you know if Flex Q's filled out in Korea or no?
I can check. I have a Korean client, so I honestly have zero idea.
I just hope that at least in Korea that shit's filled out. Because whenever I look at this just tells me how sad the like player base is, like how small the population is. They're like people like there's plenty of people that just want challenger boarded. They don't even give a shit about being good at the game. Like they'd probably rather be boosted than anything else. Like you could just play flex queue and get a challenger.
Yeah, it's
boarded.
filled out.
Yeah, it's filled out. Yeah, how the fuck can it even fill out in this like?
Dude, they got people at Masters waiting to promote right now.
Oh really? Wow, damn.
Hell yeah, dude, it's lit.
I don't know how how it can't even be filled out in NA. That's pretty fucking sad.
Actually, the guy next to me, the one who speaks a lot of English, he actually plays a lot of Flex Q, and there's like a group chat of all like the top Flex Q players. Let me see what is. Yeah,
that's actually cool. Like
I don't think many people play it though. Like,
oh really?
I still think it's a very very small minority. All right, let's see. The rank 1 Flex Q player here is Masters 13 LP, and he's 1.3k LP in Flex Q Challenger.
Oh, 1.3k.
Hey, at least he's Masters, dude. That's pretty good, man. You said you played against some Master players that are basically like Faker, right? More or less. Basically. I might have twisted your words a little bit there, but fair enough. I mean, that's pretty good. Dude, that just says like how competitive that region is that they even want to play like Flex Q. Like, I don't know. I wish more people would play ranked in NA and like want it. Cause I play in the morning and that shit's just like, there's no one.
Brutal.
Yeah, no one's fucking playing.
I started playing at like 9 to 10 a.m. It's not even, I can't even get in the game. Sometimes people just dodge 5 times in a row. I have a 20-minute queue, and then I get in the game, and I'm just like, I don't know anyone in this game. How does KD play at this time?
Yeah, I say that every time. I say that shit every time, man. I don't know who the fuck who are these people? But that's the thing, is like, I'll wait to play on my main until like 3 p.m. So it's like 12.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
Yeah, no, it's the same shit. Like no one's fucking playing even then, unless it's like LCS day and they need to like warm up. But like no one plays fucking solo queue. Like Grayson, did you play a lot of solo queue when you were in the LCS?
Probably like, I mean, not a lot. Most players don't play that much when you have like 6 to 8 hours of scrims usually, and then you also have review. You usually play like anywhere between like 2 and like 6 games a day, but it's generally late at night too. Like most players don't get up in the morning and like play their solo queue before practice.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think it's fucking garbage. Let's just leave this topic down. We'll leave it at that one. Relegations is this weekend. The 4 teams competing are E United, Gold Coin, Envy, and Liquid. When any LCS teams get knocked out, how are you feeling about your boys, Liquid?
I think they should be pretty good, but you know they do have like the most to lose out of any team, and you know anything can fucking happen in relegations. I think they should be good. I think they're the best team going into relegations. So you know I think I predict like how I think Team Liquid's the best, and then I think it's pretty close between. I think probably Gold Coin's a little bit better than Envy. And then I think United's probably the worst team going to relegations. So that's how I think the strengths of the teams, but you never fucking know. Like,
well, we had E United's coach on here last week. We had my boy Ram Brokenshire. You're gonna just say they're the worst team?
I mean, okay, they're like the 4th best team.
Okay, so they're garbage.
Oh, that's a good one.
So you're saying Brokenshire's a terrible coach?
No, I'm not saying that, dude. Don't do me like that.
All right. I'm just trying to clarify. All right, fair enough.
No. I think it's just like it's hard to say because like when they played their last matches versus Gold Coin, they got like pretty handled. So I'm just assuming like. And I also think challenger teams are always at like a disadvantage going into promotions because the amount of stage experience you get is so much like less, and like being on, you never know like if a player like under the lights like how they'll feel. So yeah, that's just my predictions.
So you don't think that any LCS teams will get knocked out?
I think there's a chance that even like TL gets knocked out. Like I wouldn't say that's like the most likely scenario, but I definitely think there's a solid chance that I don't think both of them, definitely not both of them. I don't think both of them will get kicked out, but I definitely think there's a chance one will.
All right, fair enough. Scar, what are you thinking?
I actually prefer Envy in all of these 4 teams. Because my only complaint with them in a normal season is their early game super godlike, right? Because their jungler is a monster. Like their jungler is legit like styling on LCS junglers like every week. It's like disgusting watching this guy play. But they suck after 20 minutes. They're just garbage. They can't win a game. But that's against like LCS competition. I feel like in challenger competition, if Lyra gives you that like 2K gold lead, he's just gonna run with the game. And I'm looking at like the challenger junglers. I'm like, oh, okay. So how are they going to handle Lyra? Can they handle Lyra? I'm just like, I don't think anyone, like even LCS can't handle Lyra for the most part. And he can just like stomp the game.
So you think that Envy will most likely not get knocked out?
Yeah, I think Envy will make it. And then TL has a weird matchup where they're playing against Phoenix, right? And I think if we're comparing like mid lane, Phoenix is way better than Piglet, especially in lane. And Piglet's
way better?
I mean, would you disagree with me, Goldenglue? You think Piglet's laning is better than Phoenix? I think Piglet's laning is his worst.
I think it just depends. Like it's a lot about Piglet is just like knowing the matchup and having like not enough experience. So when he does know the matchup, he's generally pretty good about laning. But like sometimes it's very apparent when he doesn't know the matchup. So that I would say that's my biggest worry for TL is like most of their games have been like, especially like Piglet's performances have been a lot like very one-sided. He usually does like really good or not so good. So that definitely is my biggest worry. But Phoenix is like really good. Really, he's really aggressive. He has very similar playstyle to actually like Piglet. He's just like a little bit more consistent because he's been playing for so many more years longer in mid lane. Yeah.
All right, fair enough then. So you guys both agree though that
I think they'll both stay in.
You think they'll both stay in?
Mm-hmm.
Goldenglue, what do you think?
I think so too. I think so, probably, but this is my favorite thing about relegations. You never know what's going to fucking happen. Four teams are going in. 2 teams are coming out. Like,
dude, that's why I love relegate. That's why I never want them to remove it, even though it'd be so much healthier for the team. Probably, I just love relegations because it really, like, Liquid really could just get relegated right here, and that would be fucking.
Yeah,
hilarious.
There's a fucking real chance, dude.
Yeah, like if a player doesn't. Like, they got those beaming lights on them. They're fucking, oh shit, we just gave up a kill. Oh fuck, the tilt kicks in. Dude. Relegations will fuck with you, man. Like, if you don't know how to handle that kind of pressure on stage, you're asking to get relegated. So, I'm pretty hyped to watch it.
Yeah, me too. It's fucking spicy.
Yeah, it's fucking amazing. I don't think that anyone's gonna get relegated though. But I definitely think there's a very real possibility, like you said. I'd say I hate using 50-50, but it's 50-50. Either it happens or it doesn't. I don't fucking know, man. I don't get going.
Give the answer. Give in-between answer. Anything that happens tomorrow, you could be like, yeah, that's what I thought was happening.
Yeah, you already know, dude. Yeah, I thought all the teams would stay, and I called it, dude.
All right.
Let's go to the next one. Next topic. I want to know, Grayson Gilmore, what's the future look like?
Well, it's pretty up in the air. I honestly, there's a lot of stuff. I don't know what. I'm signed with Team Liquid. So to start off, I'm signed with Team Liquid for quite some time now, like a year and a half. So I have a long time there. It doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to stay with him, depending on what happens. I think the biggest thing for me is I'm not gonna like stay in a roster if I'm not playing, because that's just like a waste of time to me. So Team Liquid, first they have to make it out of relegations. I don't think they have any clue of because obviously there's going to be roster shuffles with, at the very least, Doublelift has to leave. Because, well, I guess he doesn't have to, but he's going to probably leave to TSM.
Yes.
Wait,
so
he doesn't have his spot guaranteed. There's still Wild Turtle. I'm just playing.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm throwing that one out there. I'm just letting the
that's
people
what I mean.
know.
I mean, there's a chance.
Yeah.
So, there's, maybe there's a chance I play with TL again. There's a chance, regardless, I'll be playing with some team next split. I don't know. Might be LCS. It might be NACS. It's kind of too hard to tell now, but I'll just keep playing, and then I'll just be playing. I'll be grinding. That's the future.
So you're fine to play in Challenger scene? Because I know for a lot of players, they'll just like refuse to play in Challenger. Like the Challenger scene is beneath me. You'd be okay with it?
I mean, if I have to, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Alright. But you wouldn't want to.
I would hope.
Yeah,
not.
no fucking shit, dude.
Hey, I'm just saying. Hey, dude, Challenger scene. I mean, look, I feel like Challenger scene at least like monetary.
Challenger scene doesn't fucking matter. It feels so bad playing Challenger.
That's
just
just
matter
worthless.
if you do bad, do well, dude. No one gives a fuck.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying like I feel like the players are like compensated a lot better than before. Like before, it was just like. We'll pay you fucking eventually. Just fucking play these games.
Yeah. That is a good part. Is like I think, like money wise, I think Challenger is like a lot better now. Especially like with like franchising keep being talking about, and everyone is like getting antsy to get in because it could mean a lot of money to the orgs.
Yeah.
But I don't really care too much about the money because I kind of just want to like.
You want to be the best.
Secure a future for me. Like a base, like an X amount of money doesn't really. It's like to teach a man to fish or give a man a fish. Like they're just giving you fishes playing in Challenger. You're not really learning any skills. That's like the only thing that I'm kind of worried about if I have to go back to play Challenger. Because when you get LCS, you get a bunch of like branding and personality. Like what's the word? Like. Everyone gets to see you basically a lot more compared to Challenger series, at least, where playing Challenger series, like you could be in a fucking dungeon playing, like it doesn't know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, Challenger series a little forsaken. I could agree with that, Scott.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to see from Grayson Gilmore in the future?
Dude, I actually respect you a lot, man. Like, I think you're like riding the. Like people who stayed in the scene and like been competitive, been out. You're the guy who gets like the most shit from the community, and it's like that's the kind of stuff that's really hard to deal with. And I don't know. Every time I look at him, it's like he's playing bad. Like he may not be playing well, but at least like he's still in it. Like he's still dedicated. Like even after bad seasons, he bounces back, still tries to do stuff. Like you go into Korea. I don't know. I just hope the best for you because it would be sick if one day I was just like, dude, that's Goldenglue at Worlds. He replaced me on Dignitas, I just like nudge the guy I'm sitting next to him while watching it, be like, that's him, man.
And then you'll say you replaced him.
Oh yeah, I can say that easy.
Nah, yeah, I mean, I agree with that. That's true. That you've been grinding at that shit for a while. Like a lot of people, they just fucking like a couple seasons go by, this shit's not good. I'm just fucking quitting. I fucking give up, dude. The fact that you've still been at it and just like, I mean, how do you feel your drive is for the game? Do you still feel like you're still motivated to be the best, or dying down a little bit?
I definitely think. Yeah, I'm still super motivated to be the best. Like I'm working with like a sports psychologist who's like worked with fucking Olympians before, and like he's helped a lot with like confidence and doubt because I was having a lot of like after like fuck what happened this season. I was having like those are some like the days after like where I saw like after you got benched and you're just fucking sitting at the house like. I was so fucking depressed. Like, I realized that, like, how much I actually enjoyed like playing scrims, and I was like taking it for granted. And I was having a lot of like self-doubt, but working with that guy has been helping me a lot with like my confidence. And yeah, I'm like a pretty driven guy, so.
Wait, so what?
I still have the drive.
I've never had like a sports psychologist. Like what exactly do they do?
They pretty much just like, you talk to them kind of similar to like you like talk to like a therapist sort of. You like tell them like what mistakes you're making, like how you felt, like how are you feeling during the game. They try to basically make you like more self-aware, and you basically just talk to them and then they give you their insight.
Okay, so
Like,
it is like a therapist.
I mean, that's just like how I explained it. It's not really. I mean, I don't know. I've never fucking used a therapist.
Yeah,
Before,
no, I'm just curious because always people like talking about sports psychologists and like how people need them because a lot of players have like confidence issues or some shit like that, and how it'd help out a ton. I'm just curious because I've never got a sports psychologist either because I don't fucking play anymore because I'm garbage. So I was just curious what that shit was like. If there's anything cool. Alright, fair enough though. We're gonna go on to the final topic. Grayson, I know this one's your favorite. You know what time it is? It's the live question and answer. You guys have questions. Let me tell you something. Grayson Gilmore, he's got an answer for you. So go ahead.
Give them to me.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Yeah, and Sky. Don't forget about Sky. They both got answers for you. So let me go and start off. My man Yig Dristle. This one's going at Sky. What would you recommend for up and coming coaches for League of Legends? I saw your interview with Blitz. I would like to know more.
I would recommend. Oh God. It would be, honestly, if you don't know what you're doing, to be able to do research on like what worked in other fields, it'd be best for you to be with Shadow, like a real coach in real life, if possible, or an esports coach in the scene. But I know that's not really like something that orgs do right now, because even when I was coach for CLG, people asked to scout to like Shadow like us, and during like playoffs and stuff like that, and I was like, I don't know, because like I don't want to be bothered with that. So I think that you should do a lot of research beforehand on other sports, because there's a lot of things that can like transition over. There's some stuff that doesn't work, but I think having a baseline is something that's most important if you're just getting started.
All right. My man Ram wants to know at all of us, what champions would you all love to see in meta right now? Would they be different than the ones that are already there? So I'll start off with saying I would love for Kalista to be meta, but I think that she's god-awful. I would love it, though.
Is she?
I fucking...
Every time I see her, I was like, that's just... I compared to, like, maybe Lucian, Ezreal, I guess.
Yeah, that champion gets spanked in like...
Yeah.
What do you guys want to see, though?
I like the mid lane meta quite a bit, actually. There's a lot of fun champions like Talia, Zed, Ari. There's a lot of fun champions we played.
I think the mid lane meta right now is one of the healthiest. It just sucks when you can't play that many assassins if the other team picks Lulu. Like, I don't like that Lulu Karma is the best support.
I fucking love playing with Lulu every game, man.
Fucking hate Lulu.
Well, I hate those champions. Those are champions where it's like, you get out of lane, you're just like, oh god. It's like they're good in lane and they're good out of lane. It's like it's not like a Janna where you just like beat her ass in lane and then like out of lane she becomes a monster if you don't destroy her in lane. It's like, oh, she's really good in lane, like the best laner in the game. And then, like, out of lane, oh, she's super good out of lane.
There's no better feeling than, like, if a Zed ults you, he just turns into a fucking cupcake. Talia ults down bottom. She's like, yaha! And she turns into a cupcake when she lands. Just fucking kill her ass instantly. I fucking love playing with Lily, dude.
Nothing's better for me. The best feeling ever is when we're like team fighting, I just see Karma Mantra E her whole team for like 2,000 worth of health. And,
Mantra E lock it. I fucking love it, dude.
I'm like, do I even do damage? Like, should I even try to like touch these guys. Like, I don't know.
Dude, that really is the best feeling when Vladimir flanks your team. He gets a fucking 5-man ulti. He starts charging up his oh my god, it's a full team white. Karma fucking mantra shields and lockets. It's like,
and then the redemption's channeling. Like.
You don't take any damage from that shit. I love those dude. I love the support meta right now, dude. I love bot lane right now. I just wish, I wish a couple things, but you know.
I think it'd be cool if Diana came back, but I think she's situationally okay right now, so I can't really complain too much.
Alright. Dude, my friend, speaking of the devil, dude, Butler Delta, who we were talking about before, he wants to know, do you think it's possible for someone to reach LCS level if they didn't start playing League in the early seasons? It seems like it's too much work to try to catch up since I started playing in League Season 4. I definitely think, I don't know if like, League is like a very knowledge-based game. Like, I always say League's a decision-making game. What like separates like amazing players from like everyone else is that they know what to do in every situation. Like, if you've played, like I've played almost every fucking bot lane matchup bottom. So I know like, okay, they have Lulu Lucian and I'm fucking Jinx Karma. This is how the lane plays out. Like, you can't, that's not info that you can just like learn in the span of like a year. At least I don't think so. Like,
I think like I would say like late season. So what's that like? That's like 2 or 3 years, right? Like it's season 7 now.
I think it's season 7.
Yeah, it's season 6.
Oh, is it season 6?
Wait, no. Wait, is it? No, it's season 7.
Is it season 7? Is it really?
It's been a lot of fucking seasons, dude.
Wait, is
I
it
think
really?
so. I'm pretty sure. Actually, I'm not sure. I lose track.
I'm not even sure now. But okay, keep going.
But I don't know. I think like, you can, but you have to work really hard because, the players who did start early on, like, I think it's like especially hard for mid lane because there's like a bajillion decisions to be made, and there's like, you have to know like your mid lane matchup, you have to know the jungle matchup, you have to know like even side lane matchups to really like be playing mid lane properly, like, and actually most of the LCS mid laners have started like really early. Like I think pretty much everyone like super early. They're in the mid lane right now. But you have to also remember like Korea started like, I don't think how long ago you started really matters that much because Korea like started later than everyone. And as soon as they got in, they're like kicking everyone's asses. So I think it's kind of, yeah, I don't think season 4 is like too late to reach an LCS level whatsoever, but.
Okay, so I think the standard of the game has obviously increased since earlier seasons. Like if you look at some of the VODs from like season 2, it's complete garbage. So I don't think the great thing about starting later, and this is like probably the only time you're ever going to hear that, is that the people have already figured out what works in terms of like, oh, what's good, what's bad. Like the game's already been broken down. Like, okay, there's 4 quadrants. When you're jungling, you decide like we're gonna go through 2 quadrants, and then we're gonna do this. Our path is like this. Like there's a lot of stuff that wasn't like that before. So while I say there's more information for you to know, it's hard to play catch up. The ways for you to learn information are much better now than they were before. So I think that you can play catch up because just the way you learn has been the way you learn stuff has been completely like I don't want to say revolutionized, but improved upon season after season. So like even if you're starting right now, there's a possibility you can be pro within like a year, but it would be definitely very, very hard. I'm not saying that old people don't have like an edge on that, but I think that there's just a trade-off because even though they may have better things in terms of like, they may understand certain matchups this way, like you coming in later means that typically you have different and fresh ideas that aren't the same as them. So I think as long as you work with people to improve your knowledge base, it's not a problem at all. Well, I don't think it should be a limiting factor.
Well, let me ask you guys this. How many hours per day do you think someone has to put in for them to be able to... Like, if someone told
Didn't we have this talk last time?
Did we
I
have?
feel like we. Okay.
I'm pretty sure we did.
Okay, well, for my boy Bettler Delta, in case he wasn't here, I feel like you have to put in at least a minimum of 10 hours if you want to be able to keep up with like everything.
It's like at least 6+ hours. Like you have to, especially if you're starting out, you have to put in the time. I don't even know how people do it when they're in school. Like they're in high school. I think Revenge just like didn't do anything. Like in terms of homework, he was just like, you know what, guys, peace. And then he just started playing 10 hours.
For me, I remember when I was in high school, it was like a really weird like thing where if I would play fucking like I remember because I was like doing football too, and I remember specifically like if I would play just one game a day, I would like always do well, always win. But as soon as I started playing multiple games a day, like way back then, I'd always like I felt like I always fucking lost. So I don't know how much like that doesn't really have any impact on that. This is just anecdotal, but
Yeah,
I think there is some like part of like if you are like the more you're away like if I wanted to be playing League a lot, so I was thinking about it a lot like while I was doing other things, and then when I got like a chance to play like one game, I was like, hell yeah, let's go, like super concentrated, super focused. And like when I think a lot of people lose that when you say like I'm gonna play 20 games today. I feel like a lot of people lose the focus that you would have if you only play like 5 games a day. But it's kind of hard to, I mean, if you're not doing anything all day but practicing, it's kind of hard to like mimic that kind of scenario.
All right, fair enough then. We'll go on to the next topic. My man, let's go with decisions. We'll go with Sex Panther wants to know, at Goldenglue, will you join E United and relegate the team that betrayed you?
You know, the first thing I did when I was benched, I was like, well, shit, maybe I can join a challenger team and relegate somebody. But I can't because I played too many LCS games, so no, I'm not.
Yeah, that would have been fucking nice to watch. I would have enjoyed that one.
Holy shit, yeah.
Swizz Khalifa,
so
this is the question that gets asked every time. Every guest has to go through it. At Goldenglue, who's a better ADC? I'm a cutie pie or double lift?
It's too tough. Alright, double lift.
Double lift?
Wait, why is this even a question? I feel like this is like one of those trick questions.
What do you
like,
mean a trick question?
Banana.
Wait, what's
they
trick?
put like a banana in front of your face and like, is this a banana?
Wait, wait,
it's that easy for
yeah,
you
is
then,
it
huh?
that obvious? Wait, and you pick double lift?
Yeah, dude. Dude, you just play solo queue all day. What are you talking about?
Dude, come on. Wait, you don't think solo queue has any? You don't think solo queue builds any skill?
Good? What the hell, Grayson? Come on,
Dude, I honestly think like in a solo queue, like playing solo queue all day, like could potentially make you a worse player. Like,
Yeah,
I feel you.
I feel like solo queue, like skill wise, you can learn so much like as an individual player from playing solo queue. Like, yeah, being a team player, it's fucking worthless for that. It doesn't help at all. And that's why like solo queue players don't really translate into LCS players because they have no idea how to fucking play with a team. But you think that solo queue is just entirely worthless?
no, I mean, I think for LCS players, it's pretty close to worthless in NA. But I think for like aspiring players, it's like everything. It's like super important. Like any person who asks me they want to go pro, the first thing I tell them to do is like get top 50 in Challenger, because like that's like the most important thing. But I think for pros, it's pretty close to worthless.
Ah, fair enough. I don't know. I just feel like I agree solo queue isn't the greatest practice. I mean, it's like a fiesta half the time. But the thing that it teaches you is that it teaches you how to 1v9, basically. And I think that, hey, dude, some people could use that shit. That shit's not bad to learn.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
Let me see. My man iTunes wants to know, how do you feel about Piglet switching to mid lane at Goldenglue?
It's gone pretty much how I thought it would. Like, I always thought Piglet was, I've laned actually against him before. Last time we were in Korea together and we played against each other in solo queue, I was like, damn, Piglet, you're pretty good at mid. And he would always joke about like 1v1, Anivia 1v1s and stuff. Like, he claims to be the Anivia king, next to Froggen. But, you know, I think the biggest thing is, like, he really enjoys playing mid, and I think he really did not enjoy playing the AD carry meta that was happening, like Varus, Jhin, every fucking game. I think he wanted to kill himself every single game. So I think, like,
I loved it, dude.
I think, like, Piglet's like an extremely talented player, and when he started enjoying himself, you kind of saw, like, the really good performances that he had. But then at the same time, you saw the lack of experience hurting him. So it's gone pretty much, like, similar to how I thought it would.
Alright, fair enough. Weekend wants to know, what spot is Jhin in right now? I don't think Jin's bad, but, I mean, he's obviously not as good as he used to be. I feel like a lot of things have gone up in ranking, especially because everyone's just buying Ninja Tabby, so going the lethality build's kind of rough for him now. So, yeah, I don't think he's bad, but he's definitely nowhere near as good as he used to be. Like, he used to just be pick Jhin and Varus every fucking game. I loved it. Nothing better than that.
It's weird because right now, the current meta, I feel like AD is really good. Like, pretty good. Like,
Yeah,
He's fun.
You can pick Lucian and, like, stomp players right now because you got Lucian Karma, Lucian Lulu, Lucian, you can, like, Lucian Thresh and just, like,
Lucian,
walk
Lulu,
over the other AD.
Yeah, I love AD when it's just a 1v9 role. I don't even count the support in, but I need the Lulu or some shit like that. I love having Lulu with me, and I just play Lucian. If I get a small lead and I just fucking 1v9, it feels so fucking good. So
Have you played a lot of Ezreal?
Yeah, Ezreal's fun as fuck too. He's fucking dumb as hell. Dude, everything.
I feel like those two champions, like, they're so fucking obnoxious. Like, 1v9 potential every single game.
Yeah, like, if you don't get them, dude, there's no better feeling than, like, if you play against, I don't know how it is with mid lane, but playing against an auto-filled bot lane is just like, thank you, Jesus, for that. I'm about to make a YouTuber right here, dude. This is gonna be a fucking classic game. Like, I fucking love playing against people that don't know how to play, like Ezreal or Lucian.
But isn't that so much, though? I feel like bot lane, because there's two roles and no one likes to play support, everyone gets auto-filled bot lane. Like, having, like, a 2v2 bot lane where both the four players, or the two players know their role is, like, impossible.
It's fucking rare.
Like, once every 10 games.
Yeah. Sometimes you get fucking stupid-ass silent support.
Yeah, sometimes you get Cosmo who dies when you roam. It's so weird. All I'm saying.
Alright, fuck you. I'll go to the next question. Let me see. My man, Javier of the Abyss wants to know, do you think Draven will play in the LCS? Dude, he saw play already with my boy Double Lift. If you want a Draven highlight, if you want to learn how to play Draven, watch that Draven game from Double Lift.
Oh no! Oh God!
That's a classic right there, man. We'll do two more questions. So I'm gonna do some good ones. So Tedwell wants to know, do you think Team Liquid would be doing better if you were the starting mid laner with Double Lift as ADC?
Whew, I knew someone was going to ask this.
I don't know. Maybe not. It's kind of hard to tell because I've never played with Double Lift before. But maybe. I can't really tell.
That's it, just a maybe?
I don't know. I don't know.
He's screaming yes. He's typing to me right now. Scar, absolutely, dude. I smashed this guy. It'd be so easy. I'll give you credit, Grace. I think you'd be better than Piglet right now for that team.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
SRS deep. Well, end the show with this question. Cutie said playing support is the best way to get into LCS. What is the fate of ADCs for NA? Do you think it's even worth trying to go pro as an ADC? If so, how? Well, from an AD's perspective, I definitely think so. Let me tell you something. If Team Liquid's prospects were between Young Bin and Saber, and they chose Young Bin, they chose Young Bin. That's all you need to know on your chances of going pro as an ADC player. Like I'm sure he like did some shit that was amazing, but like he didn't even play AD, right?
I'll tell you guys like the top 2 prospects that for our AD role where they wanted like the first 2 options were me and Link. Like they wanted us to play.
You
AD.
and Link to be AD?
Honestly, I think that'd be better than.
And then I was just like,
you're dumbfounded. Yeah, what the fuck are you asking me for?
Well, I could play during the mid Ezreal era. You could have done bottom lane Ezreal every game. Come on.
I mean, it was like Varus Jhin, and then like every time I played bot lane, I like tried like a few games of solo queue of bot lane. And playing like with solo queue supports.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I always just fucking hate playing a role that like depends on support. Like, ugh.
Wait, isn't that like mid lane though? Mid lane, I feel like you need your jungler.
Yeah, but in solo queue, I don't feel that way like that at all. And then like it's so hard for me to actually tell like what if I'm doing is right or wrong in lane phase. Like I can't actually learn how to lane by myself, where mid lane you can. Even like with like competitive like 2v2 is everything, but yeah.
All right, fair enough then. Sky, you got anything to say about ADC up and coming ADC prospects? Is it impossible?
No, I think it's most possible. Like I think the NA had a lot of good junglers this season, and then that's probably pretty hard. Mid lane is good luck in esports if you're trying to be a mid laner in LCS. Top lane is actually stacked this season. I think there's like barely any room there. When I was thinking about like, I had trouble filling out a top 5 list because there's always people I wanted to put in. And so, but like the only 2 roles I thought were pretty open-ended were the AD and the support.
Yeah. AD and support, dude. I mean, the thing is, like, I always feel like that role is always going to be pretty open because it's more of like a package duo. So, like, you need 2 players that, like, if you don't have the 2 players that sync up well with one another, like, they're both not going to look that amazing. It's about having, like, the 2 people that work well together, and that shit's hard as fuck to find, so. Yeah, I think that if you want to be an ADC player in the LCS, dude, go for it. This only thing stopping you is yourself, man. So
I feel like it's the easiest role too because, okay, you lane and then you just have someone work with you that's been in the LCS, like a support player who's like, okay, don't walk up the junglers here. All right, when you're every time on every back, tell me you're backing. I'll tell you where to go. And like until he learns how to do it, and like that's essentially how every AD finds.
Yeah, ADC is really is the fucking easiest role. It's such a like plug and play role because it's not like you don't have to do anything fucking crazy. You just have to be good at the game. And like there's already like mid lane needs to be fucking roaming, needs to be communicating. Okay, I have a free time. Does anyone need me? Like I need to do some shit. Someone give me something to do. Like bot lane, it's like, hey, you want to all in? Nope, I can't. Okay, well, the jungler coming? Nope, he's not. All right, let's play safe, dude. Like, it's just like taking it low and slow, man. So ADC, it's all about mechanics. Like decision making is important, but you usually have someone to make the decisions for you. So yeah, it's pretty fucking easy, I'd say. I'd say it's definitely the easiest role, actually. Do you guys agree with that?
To play competitively, or
to play competitively?
I think to go from solo queue to competitively, it's the easiest role. Absolutely.
I would say Actually, yeah, probably. I think supports are support knowledge is actually extremely important.
Yeah,
So.
like to be
knowledge is
good at
so
support.
hard.
Yeah, to be
Oh
good
my
at support,
God.
like it's not hard to fucking lane anything. It's like what you do out of lane. In support, you need to do a lot of shit out of lane. Like AD out of lane, go pick up farm and don't fucking die. Don't fucking run off into nowhere and kill yourself. So yeah. All right, though. That's gonna conclude the Beyond the Rift question and answer segment. I want to first thank our special guest, Grayson Gilmer, for joining us a second time for Beyond the Rift. Thank you very much, my friend, for joining us.
Thanks for having me, bud.
Hey, if they want more of you, man, where can they find you?
You can find me on twitch.tv/Goldenglue. You can find me at Twitter, TL_Goldenglue, and I'm actually going to be posting like a vlog, my first vlog ever, right after this ends on YouTube. I think my YouTube, let me make sure. I think it's LOL Goldenglue. I should probably check that though. Yeah, that's where you can find me usually.
All right, Sky. If they want more of you, where can they find you at?
You can find me on Twitter, on Skara. It has links to anything you'd want to find me on. And on Twitch, twitch.tv/Skara. I've been streaming on average 11 to 12 hours a day since like last week, the week before, and hopefully I'm not going to kill myself doing it.
How's that been going, by the way? I was just curious.
It's actually been going fine. I'm just like really worried for like my health wise. So like try to take a lot of breaks, try to drink a lot of water, take like really small snacks, stretch like my hands and stuff like that to make sure I don't get like carpal tunnel or RSI or something. But aside from that, I'm averaging 15 games a day plus. It's actually pretty crazy. I think my level of play has been really bad the first week, but it's starting to normalize now. Whereas like the first week, literally dropped 300 LP in 3 days. And it was like partially because the meta changed and I wasn't comfortable with it, and partly because like the volume of games I was playing a day is actually insane. I had a day I played 17 games. I was just like, Jesus, it's a lot.
Not bad,
Yeah, I feel you.
All right, though. Ladies and gentlemen, you know where to find me. I'm here all day, every day. Tune in next week for Beyond the Rift, because let me tell you something, it's always a hootenanny over here. But thank you guys for tuning in to Beyond the Rift this week, and I hope to see you next week, same time. That's going to be it for today, ladies and gentlemen.